worker dead last year. This is when we first broke the story, because we first discovered that there's a gigantic concrete plant here operating without a left-hand pavement. So we're going to keep left, we're going to stay on the pavement, and we're going to talk to you again when we get down. I wouldn't bring my baby down here. I wanted to come and recce this with my 2-month. Now, we know Hong Kong has a poor record when it comes to concrete testing, when it comes to concrete quality. Why is wheel-off property environment? It comes to testing when I am third world shithole like that. It's a disgrace to Hong Kong. It's a disgrace to all the hard-working people in the construction sector who work hard and are finding this property in construction every day. Is disgraceful. Okay. I'm going on the pavement. This is China concrete plant here. That alone would amount to around $700,000 a day of fines for this plant. So I think they would clean up their act. Government could do that. Government could do that tomorrow. So I don't know what that's just their PhD.
好啦，麻煩嘅媒體朋友，麻煩過對面記者區，唔該唔該。
We would really like to see the government take a lot more action here. We would like to see the government actually coming down here every day to do the prosecution, to do the investigation work. What they do is they tend to come down in a surprise inspection, maybe once every few weeks or few months, and then go away and labour the point to the prosecution. And it takes so long. Randomly, the most corrupt African nation on earth. It's a very simple prosecution. It's a summons. It's not even a big prosecution. It's a $3,500 fine. 朱顯翠 raise 咗啲 issue 啦，咁今日聯同我哋個陣營嗰邊咧都有包括講緊勞工權益嘅，咁我相信今次唔係第一日，我哋知道咧呢個中國混凝土廠佢係無牌經營嘅，做啦。咁換言之咧喺由1月20號到而家啦，咁呢個中國混凝土公司咧就係繼續無牌經營啦。咁呢度有幾樣問題嘅，咁第一咧就係嗰個空氣污染嘅問題啦。 咁點解一開始環保署會去頒令，就係希望去攞翻呢個混凝土廠一個指定嘅牌照咧？就係因為呢個混凝土廠咧唔能夠提供一個合理空氣污染影響，呢個此其一。其二咧就係喺無牌營運當中咧，裏邊嘅勞工權益咧，咁我哋都係關注嘅。咁假設裏邊有任何損傷啦，或者勞工因為長時間接觸到空氣污染而得到一啲肺呼吸道疾病嘅時候，政府喺處理就係空氣質素管制條例上面，環保署啦，就係食環署啦，同埋勞工處啦，都希望佢過到嚟係立即去做嘢啦。畢竟呢件事已經拖咗1年有多啦。So we have spent around 1 year doing nothing. So we don't want the inaction from the government to continue. So we demand the government to look at the public health and then the labour issue immediately. Yeah, we demand this, but we do see very low fines, and it would be great to have a world-class environmental court in Hong Kong that can speed this thing up and actually punish people for their environmental crimes properly. So that's another thing, a bigger issue that perhaps John Lee can look at in his new administration. Any questions?
Have you spoken to residents in the district, and how do they feel about it?
Yeah, I've spoken to residents of the Spectacle, which is I think it's behind over there. Actually, to be honest, so-so. I know a lot of residents have complained about this to their district councillors. Before, when there were district councillors here, there's very few now left. When there were...
I'd like to ask, have the residents complain how they suffer from...
Yes, many times that's what I'm saying. That's why the Yaotong concrete batching plant's working group was set up, because of residents' complaints. Now, when this plant was built in 2000, I think, no one was living here. But now we've got this enormous new luxury thing. We've got these two, we've got the spectacle over there.
排放啦，咁呢啲排放咧，一般嚟講都會對於呼吸系統構成影響啦。咁特別就係長者啦、小朋友啦，或者長期病患者咯。咁如果喺度逗留就係超過某個時間啦，咁其實工人佢受影響嘅機會都好大嘅。咁縱觀嚟講，我諗就係喺觀塘區咧，觀塘區個空氣監測站咧就未必能夠好準確係反映到就係喺呢一個細區喺油塘呢個細區一般市民面對個空氣污染情況咯。咁我哋見到就係觀塘區轄下嗰個中國混凝土個工作小組咧，裏邊有揾到環保署去做一個監測嘅。咁環保署嘅回覆就係話裏邊排出嘅空氣污染咧就冇超標嘅。咁但係我哋嘅質疑就係如果冇超標的話，咁環保署點解一開始佢就會唔繼續發牌俾呢個混凝土廠咧？而如果現在有咁多嘅關注的話，環保署可唔可以再嚟附近嘅民居再做一次監測，去確保到附近居民嗰個安心，即係知道呢度個空氣質素係接受得到咯。咁呢度幾樣嘢都係應該唔同嘅處方就立即去行動咯。
James, what was your experience organizing this protest and your experience dealing with the authorities like police? Did you manage to get the permission?
Yeah, it was actually quite smooth, a little bit frustrating because it's actually my first. I've organised a few small-scale protests, like 4 or 6 people before, but not a larger one. I was aiming to be the first letter of no objection issued in.
咁首先都想問翻今日嘅遊行啦，其實大家對於一個呢個工廠嘅睇法，或者係對於政府想表達嘅訴求？
今日嘅遊行咧，其實就係想突顯翻就係政府部門喺處理呢個空氣質素管制條例賦予嘅權力上面咧，佢哋執法嘅不足啦。咁其實中國混凝土廠咧已經係無牌經營啦，係由1月中開始㗎啦。咁1月中咧就係高等法院就駁回咗中國混凝土廠嘅一個上訴。咁換言之咧，就係中國混凝土廠咧，佢哋係無牌經營啦。咁裏邊牽涉到就幾個部門嘅。咁其一咧就係環保署啦，咁另外就係食環署啦，咁以及就係勞工處啦。咁幾個部門咧亦都俾唔到一個信心，就係公民社會或者附近嘅住客啦，就係一個信心，就係原來佢哋係可以確保到呢區市民嗰個公共衛生嘅。咁特別就係由混凝土廠排出嘅空氣污染啦，以及噪音啦等等嘅問題咧，其實已經喺2021年開始陸陸續續係收到好多投訴啦。咁亦都係點解驅使咗處方去做一啲行動啦，係希望係停佢牌啦，或者唔續牌嘅。咁但係到今時今日啦，由1月到而家啦，我哋就未見到政府部門有一個好有力嘅執法咯。咁所以呢個係我係擔心嘅。咁擔心來源咧就係除咗喺油塘呢個地區啦，如果喺未來咧有類似嘅情況喺其他地區的話，究竟香港執法部門會唔會有足夠嘅信心或者能力去處理咧？去更加保護到社區嘅健康咯。咁呢個係我哋今次遊行嘅原因咯。
咁其實之前咧，即係呢一區嘅居民有冇同你哋即係都詳細咁講過佢哋係受到點樣嘅影響啦？有冇真係健康上面因為呢個空氣污染出現咗一啲問題，同埋佢哋平時係要點樣先可以解決到可能或者減低到呢個對佢哋帶嚟嘅影響？
我哋今日遊行嗰邊James 其實就同呢區居民去聯絡過啦，咁大概知道佢哋都係關注就係空氣污染帶嚟嘅健康影響嘅，亦都因為咁咧，其實喺觀塘區議會咧裏邊有一個有關混凝土嘅工作小組啦，咁裏邊都有一啲會議由2021開始嘅，咁裏邊都邀請咗就係環保署出席啦，咁裏邊就有唔同嘅資料去交代就係混凝土廠排出嘅空氣污染情況，咁但係咧環保署個數據就顯示咧就冇即係空氣污染上面就冇超標嘅，咁但係咧呢區居民咧其實嗰個擔心仲存在咯，咁所以我哋見到就係喺其他媒體都報道就係呢區嘅居民去擔心就係混凝土排出嘅空氣污染啦或者噪音啦點樣影響佢哋日常生活咯，而且陸續有新嘅樓盤落成啦，咁呢個都係我相信係 整個社區嘅擔心嚟嘅，以及近期嘅討論就係會搬遷呢個混凝土廠去將軍澳137區啦，咁嗰度亦都牽涉咗137區或者將軍澳居民佢哋嘅擔憂咯。咁所以整體嚟講，我相信一般市民係對於混凝土廠產生嘅污染係擔憂嘅。咁但係現個渠道可以好好咁處理呢件事咯，冇需要去繼續討論啦。即係高等法院已經係駁回咗個上訴啦，咁呢個混凝土廠已經係繼續無牌經營啦。咁呢個事實都係擺在眼前，係有啲執法行動咧，就係政府係必須立即今日去做㗎啦。咁呢個此其一啦。其二就係如果政府繼續係inaction， 即係佢哋繼續冇做嘢啦。咁我諗我哋要繼續去唔同渠道去講咯。咁立法會啦或者區議會啦，咁我哋都會嘗試啦，傳媒啦等等咯。遊行個 organizer 去講咯，係啦。
係咪要話請佢過嚟？因為
James, please come forward. Oh, they want to ask you again about the arrangement today and about the police response.
Test to see if protests could come back to Hong Kong. So I think we succeeded. The police were, on the whole, quite supportive, actually, of the idea. Surprisingly, I didn't think we'd get any approval when I first submitted the form. I submitted the form about 2 weeks ago, got many calls back. I think I've had about 100 phone calls on this, trying to get every detail squared away. So it's hard work, but I think, in terms of public safety, the police are just doing that. Those police are just doing their job. So I'm actually quite pleased and quite encouraged by how this has gone, because this, I think, opens up now. We can start doing a lot more protest, and a lot more civil society can have a voice again, because we've been shut down for 3 years about complaining about anything, and we're not really complaining, I mean about raising issues. For me as a journalist, I've kept going and writing about these issues and highlighting these issues, but our government is quite shameless, and I think unless it sees people on the street with banners, it's not going to do anything. I think negative press reports don't frighten our government, but people waving banners is something they might take notice of. So this is very encouraging, and I think the police did a good job today. I have no criticism. The process is arduous in terms of bureaucracy and forms and filling out things and trying to jump through hoops, but I think that's necessary to keep people safe. So on the whole, I say this was a great event, and I'm very happy, and we will be doing a lot more now.